I know USC is projected top 4, top 5 in the AP everywhere we see. I don't know. We'll start with the Pac-12. Welcome, everybody. This is Coaches Call NCAA. We're going to go over some conferences here. We got Pac-12 left. We got ACC, Big Ten, and the Big 12 action. Really, Big 12 is what we know more about down here in the South. But joined here with Donnie Nolan, Tennessee. We've got Triston Dunn in North Carolina. Let's start off with the big boy, the one that makes all the noise, the loudest, the brashest, the money man, Neon Dion, 8-Toe Sanders, baby, in Colorado. Guy's making it happen. He's recruiting a lot of kids, and then a lot of kids are leaving. Let's start with this. I want to know this. 12 games. Wait, no, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 games. All right, in the Pac-12. What do you think their record's going to be at the end? Colorado.
Wasn't the over-under set at like 6.5?
The over-under was set at 6.5.
They clear that.
They clear that.
They clear it. Yeah, okay.
That's a hurdle.
I'm making sure I wasn't the only one that thought
That's
that.
like a kneecap hurdle.
Yeah.
Like, he's changing the game. Like, you can love him or hate him. You really can. But at the end of the day, he's bringing money into his team, and he's changing the way people look at athletes. This whole transfer protocol thing is right up his alley. That said, he's leaving the Pac-12 too. I think he's already said Pac-12 ain't got no money. He's leaving. He's going to like Big 10, Big 12, somewhere. He's going somewhere. You can guarantee that man's out.
All right.
He wants that money.
That doesn't matter. What matters now is what's his record going to be this year? He's really
8 wins.
Finally, okay. Let's go down there. You tell me where the 8 wins are, because I can't find 4. I can't find 4 wins.
Pac-12.
Okay, you said that. We understand. That's what we're talking about. I know what conference we're in. I'm talking about teams. Where are the 4 wins? He's not going to beat TCU.
What?
TCU's not that good this year, bro.
I got them 4-0 to start the year.
They're not going to beat Nebraska.
What?
You're talking about Nebraska.
Yeah.
This is the 3rd most bet under in
Colorado
America.
State, probably. They can't beat Oregon. They can't beat
Oregon may be the loss.
USC. They're not going to beat.
I don't know about that.
USC is one of the top 5 teams in the nation right now.
USC is going to win the Pac-12.
Projected. Yeah.
Top 5 nation.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Did you look at the AP poll today? Yeah.
Yeah. The AP poll. Yeah. Same one that's got Kentucky in the top 20, or no, Florida in the top 20.
Florida State.
No, they got Florida up there too.
Yeah. Well, they should. They're loaded with athletes. I mean, yes, they're in the SEC, but Donnie, you can shake your head all you want, but they don't have Conference USA athletes. They still have athletes, just like Miami. They might not win 4 games, but they've got athletes out the ass. So USC, okay, the Arizona schools I get, but there's something funky about Arizona schools at night. Stanford, are they still on the downswing?
Yeah.
UCLA's got to beat Colorado.
I think UCLA is better than USC.
Oregon State's going to be a team this year. Everybody's sleeping on fucking Oregon State. They're going to be a goddamn team this year.
I'm sleeping on them because they're dead.
No, they're the 2nd favorite to win the.
Are you kidding me?
Pac-12.
Where are you getting this from? How? Yes, I get it. The Pac-12 is not a very good conference compared to others, but one against another. Utah, year in, year out, is good. That's not going to change. Northwestern lost their coach. That might be a huge dip. So you're telling me they're going to beat TCU? Colorado, a team that hadn't won over 3 games in 20 fucking years. They got a new coach. They got all these kids from a conference down south in Florida somewhere, a kid that's never played this level of football. He's going to come out and just beat up one of the best Big 12 defenses. He's going to beat them up. Okay.
TCU lost like 6 starters on their defense.
Okay. So these guys, okay. So what you're telling me is you make a national championship run, you go out and you don't recruit shit. It just happens 1 year, and it's just a fluke. They win all these games. That's just a fluke.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I need to start doing this shit on my own because that makes absolutely no fucking sense. That makes no sense. Where one team has one good year, and that's just a fluke. They're going to suck from now on.
They're not going to suck from now on. They just didn't reload like everybody else. They didn't use the transfer protocol like everybody else did.
Okay, I mean, tell me what Colorado has that TCU doesn't.
Money.
No, I'm talking about the Jimmies and Joes out there.
But how do you think they get the Jimmies and Joes? Money.
Okay. So
I mean, they literally bought a team. They used the transfer protocol to go get wide receivers, running backs. Not only did they get a decent quarterback, they got one of the best wide receivers in the nation. Then they got some hogs to put on the line. They didn't go out and pick little guys. They picked big, fat hogs and said, we just need you to clog the lanes and give us time.
Okay. So, Donnie, what do you call it? 9 games? 9 games?
No, I said 8. I already said 8.
8. What do you think? What did you say?
Let me see. I got them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think I got them about 8 too.
8. Okay.
I'll tell you right now, Nebraska is I saw it today. They're the 3rd most bet under in the nation, and they're set at 5.5 wins.
Okay. I got Colorado at 4 wins, and I'm stretching the 4 wins. Stretching it.
Who's the 4 you got them winning?
Let's see, Colorado State.
You think I'm asking you, Coach. You think a Matt Rule led Nebraska team is going to beat Dion?
Yeah,
Matt Rule is fucking incompetent. I'm sorry, he's just terrible.
I got both Arizonas. I got both Arizona, Northwestern, Colorado State. Those are wins. I don't think they beat TCU. I don't think they beat Nebraska. I don't think they beat Oregon. I don't think they beat USC. I don't think they beat Stanford, UCLA, Oregon State, or Utah.
No, they definitely don't beat Utah.
Yeah, Utah, Oregon are the 2 top teams.
And Oregon State is the top 3 team this year. USC's right there. I mean, it's a lot. There's some in this conference, in the conference itself. I think it's going to be a bloodbath.
Here's the
call mediocre teams.
Here's the problem that you've got. The Pac-12 plays some pretty good opponents early in the season out of conference. And we saw it last year with Georgia. Oregon just got embarrassed. And now they come out and start playing them again. Do they get down? And they're losing players to other conferences. I mean, this conference is clearly on the decline. And in fact, they're saying it may be the Pac-4 in 4 years.
Okay. They do have almost every team plays a really good non-conference opponent. Look, check this out. Arizona plays Mississippi State. Arizona State plays Oklahoma State. Cal plays Auburn. Colorado TCU. Oregon plays Texas Tech.
Oregon plays Georgia too, don't they?
No.
Oregon State.
Oh,
Oregon State plays Michigan State first game of the year.
Yeah.
Stanford, Notre Dame at the last game of the year. USC, Michigan State.
Who's that plays Florida?
Check it out. Michigan State goes to USC, and then they go to Oregon State. Those are the first 2 games there. Utah plays Florida. Washington plays the Spartans also, and the Wildcats play nobody. Anyway,
my message is brought to you by DraftKings.
DraftKings. Fuck them until they start paying us. Let's see. All right. So in saying that, we've got both Arizona teams. We got Cal, Colorado, Oregon State, Stanford, UCLA, USC, Utah, Washington State.
I think Oregon, UCLA, USC, top 3 teams. Maybe Utah State comes in 4. Colorado's clearly on the second shelf. But they can sneak up and scare somebody. But other than that, I mean,
you got Oregon, really, UCLA, USC.
None of those teams are going to compete for a national championship. They just don't have the horses.
Oh, okay.
What are you, an owl?
Oh, damn. I'll tell you what, USC's got some fucking horses, but I digress. Triston, give me your top 3 out of there.
I like USC for sure. I like Utah for sure. Probably Oregon State too.
There you go.
That's what I like.
So that's going to be my 3: USC, Utah, and then it's going to be Oregon State, Oregon. I mean, that's going to come down to the bloodbath in the end between those two. I just the errors. I don't know.
What happened to UCLA? You said UCLA was top 3 team.
I did not say UCLA was. I said USC was a top 5 team.
USC was top 5 team.
UCLA's no. Dude, and I was hoping they'd get that coach at Northwestern back, because I mean he does some good things. It makes it exciting over there.
I think any of the California teams right now are going to struggle. Like, nobody wants to go to California and play. Like, just because of the way the cities are and the way the state is, they're just having a hard time to recruit.
Now, here's the thing also, dude. Washington.
Go to Colorado and get high.
Washington has a running back that, if they win enough games, could be considered for the Heisman. Washington has a stud back there, running back, from here in Texas, who can run. I mean, he's a good runner.
I think we've spent way too much time on the Pac-12, so
I agree. Let's move on to the Big 12.
Yeah.
Before they become the Big 8.
Big 12. All right, go ahead. Give me your thoughts, Donnie.
Texas, Oklahoma, top 2 teams. There will be no TCU run. There'll be no Baylor run. There'll be no
Cincinnati,
Oklahoma State. Yeah, this is Texas and Oklahoma's last hurrah. They're leaving. They're going to the SEC. You can guarantee that they're going to be the top 2 teams.
Donnie's guaranteeing top 2, 1 and 2, Texas,
1 and
Oklahoma.
2. And I don't know which is which, because they're both pretty darn good. Because they have to gear up to go to the SEC. You got to up everything. You got to up your recruiting. You got to up your stadium. You got to up your gym. You got to up your gym. You got to up your saunas. You got to up your cheerleaders. You got to up your baby mamas. Everything. Time to upgrade.
Okay. Triston, what do you think?
I don't disagree, honestly. I think it's Texas and Oklahoma's to lose. A close second though. I want to say I saw something about Texas Tech.
Yeah, they'll be the 3rd team. They're
a
lot.
Yeah, I saw something about Texas Tech. I think
they use that NIL.
Yeah, they're one of those teams that I think could sneak up in there and take one of them 2 out if they're not careful. But I think it is Texas and Oklahoma's to lose.
No Iowa State anymore. They suck now again. TCU sucks again. Baylor
TCU
sucks again.
does. I didn't say nothing about Iowa.
What about Baylor? They suck. Kansas.
Again,
Kansas just had a
I think all of those guys lost on the transfer protocol. Like, you have winners and losers, and if you haven't figured out how to use it yet, you lost. Teams like Kentucky that weren't very good 2 years ago won on the transfer protocol. Teams like Baylor, who were good, didn't take that extra step. TCU lost players to the draft, didn't take that extra step to get them off the transfer protocol. I mean, they should be scouring Auburn, scouring Mississippi State, scouring Michigan, looking for those guys that are second string and saying, hey, why don't you come down here and you can start? And they just didn't do it.
What conference is Iowa in?
Big 12.
Big 12.
No. Iowa
No.
State's in the Big 12. Big 10. Iowa's a Big 10.
Okay, I was about to say okay. Go.
Iowa will be pretty good. Iowa State.
Hold on. Let's stay on track. Big 12. Big 12.
So, man, I'm having a hard time with this because a tiger does change his stripes because Texas has been the same every year. Oklahoma has been the same every year. Now all of a sudden they're top 5 team. Texas Tech went into the transfer portal, I guess. Not like the other teams. Now TCU is going to plummet. Baylor's going to plummet. West Virginia never it didn't matter. But Iowa State, who was always a contender. Tell me what. Okay, let's do it like this because I'm having a hard because we
have something to say.
You two guys must have talked before this because we are in complete different.
No, we didn't.
I'm so fucking lost. I don't even know how to answer you guys anymore. What? So give me. What do you think Texas record's going to be?
Well, no. So hold on. All right. So here, let me say this. We're gonna know after week 2 how serious Texas is because they play Alabama week 2. So we're gonna know right away whether Texas is a shit or not, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think they keep it close.
Okay, so what wins? Texas
I think
over under 9.5.
I think Texas ends up with 2 losses, and I think Oklahoma has 1 or 2 losses. And I have Texas losing to Oklahoma, by the way, as their second loss. I have them losing to Alabama and Oklahoma.
I got Texas at 10-1.
1 loss for Texas.
And it's to Alabama.
Ah, damn. Okay. You guys must know shit I don't because I am. All right. I hear you.
You asked us a question.
No, I do. I just can't. The 3 of us have never been so far apart on anything. I have been.
Right look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I have been.
Wow. This is like I completely disagree with damn near 95% of what y'all are saying, but that's all right. I mean,
tell us what you think. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I'm listening to y'all, and I'm just opposite of everything y'all say.
Okay,
what do you think?
I want to hear
what do
it.
you think? What do you think TCU wins are? How many wins do you think TCU gets?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have them going 7-0 into K-State. I have them going 8-1 at their bye, and then they got four games left. I got them at 8-1, and then they've got TCU on the road, Texas and Baylor at home, and then Oklahoma on the road. 9-3.
You got them losing to K-State.
9-3.
K-State. I agree with that. I think K-State is.
I'm just saying. I've got them at 9-3. I got them at 7-1 by the bye.
I'll be honest with you. I have Oklahoma losing to K-State.
I mean, I don't see how TC's that. I don't see how you take such a nosedive from one year to the next. I think you keep.
Oh, it happens all the time. Ask Auburn.
You keep riding it. Ask who?
Auburn.
Oh my God, that's a whole nother fucking ball game. Jesus Christ, I'm talking about the Big 12 here. Okay.
Cincinnati. Ask Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's a fair point.
A fair point from what? Cincinnati? What? Oh, my God. Okay.
They were in the national championship game, and then they were gone.
They should not have been at all. Not even fucking
I agree.
close.
Not have been a national
Not
contender.
even close. Not even close. That's a liberal Yankee vote that got him in. I refuse to even go there. You know what? Here's what everybody's sleeping on, and I hope it happens. I don't know. I don't see Kansas getting worse. I just don't see him getting worse. Last year, he's building something. These guys build stuff. They go on now. They might not get any better, but there's no way they get worse.
Who's the coach?
There's no way. It could be Santa Claus for all I give a fuck about. But when you find me a team that builds one year after another and they've been nothing, I mean, there's no way you build something and then all of a sudden the next year you're a 2-win team. It's hard for me. It's just hard for me to grasp, especially in the Big 12, where I don't think it's that tough of a conference. I think there's 2 or 3 teams. My 2 or 3 teams are Texas, TCU, and Oklahoma. I'm going to go 4. Sorry, I got to go 4 because I've been right. I told you all about Oklahoma State. I think Oklahoma State's another one, and I think the schedule fits these guys.
Oklahoma State had a crazy offense last year, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't have a defense.
I mean, dude, look at Oklahoma State. And here's another thing about Oklahoma State. They don't play Texas.
No.
Okay? So they've got, I don't know who the hell that is, but that's a non-conference cheese at home. Then they go to Arizona State. They'll beat Arizona State. They got another non-conference nobody at home. They go to Iowa State, might be a problem. I doubt it. But then they got to bye. Then they got K-State at home.
I think they lose that.
K-State at home, they're not going to lose that. Kansas at home, not going to lose that. West Virginia, they got Cincinnati at home. Oklahoma at home, they might lose that. They go to UCF, they go to Houston, and they got BYU at home. If that's Georgia's schedule, you're telling me that Georgia wins the national championship right now.
Sure.
Yes.
I mean, this is so OSU. I got to give OSU some props on that.
I think OSU has one of the easier schedules there. I think they do lose 2 games, maybe 3.
Okay, let's say they only lose 2. You said Texas loses 2. Oklahoma loses 2. They're killing each other.
No, I have Oklahoma losing 1.
Okay. Let's see.
So you have Oklahoma as the best in the conference.
Yeah. I have them going to the championship.
Hold on. Can we look if we're looking at schedule, because I got it right here too. Coach, look at Texas Tech's schedule. It's fucking cupcake.
Yeah.
Texas,
they have to play Texas, though, right?
Texas Tech doesn't play nobody till.
Well, they got Oregon. They got Oregon game 2. Oregon game 2. At home.
Yeah.
At home. They got Wichita State. They got Oregon. Then they got the School of the Deaf, Dumb, and Blind. Then they've got West Virginia, U of H, Baylor, K-State, BYU, and then a bye.
Dude, their first 8 weeks is other than Oregon is like fucking cupcake.
Well, that's what I see. The same thing with TCU.
That's how most of the Big 12 is, though.
And then
except for like Oklahoma and Texas.
Then they got TCU, Kansas, UCF, and Texas.
I'm telling you, dude, Texas Tech's a nice little sleeper.
Let me tell you something.
I got K-State as the sleeper of the
Here it comes.
I like fucking Texas Tech beating Texas the last game of the year. They're going to catch Texas napping. They're going to catch Texas with their dick in their hand, thinking, man, we are number 1. They've lost 1 game maybe, maybe came close to Alabama or beat Alabama.
Yeah.
And then, and they're going to be sitting there, and Texas Tech is going to come up. Ask any Texas fan. Texas, usually the last couple games of the season, they get caught with their pants down at least one time.
Yeah.
I'm going to put this out there just because I want to say it on air in case it fucking happens. Okay. If Texas beats Alabama, and that's a home game for them, right? No,
they go to Alabama.
No, they go to Alabama.
If they beat Alabama in Tuscaloosa, they go undefeated. That's my bold prediction. That is my bold prediction.
It's a prediction. They ain't beating Alabama. All right. What we got next?
Hold on a minute.
All right. Hold on.
Dadgummit. Son of a bitch. Well, after Alabama, they play Wichita State. Man, if it would have been another conference team, I'd have bet the other conference team.
What do we got? What we got next? Big Ten?
I've got Texas, Oklahoma, Texas Tech, and Oklahoma State. That's going to be interesting. I also, last thing about Texas, if Malik's not the quarterback, I don't think they stand a chance. If they play Ewers, I don't think they stand a chance. Ark Manning isn't ready for this level.
He's not even on the depth chart, is he?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would.
I think he's redshirt.
I mean, shit, I would too. I wouldn't waste my time. But if Malik isn't a quarterback, I don't think they stand a chance. That's just me.
I bet they redshirt him.
That's just me. Dadgummit. All right, Big Ten.
All right.
So, other than Georgia, in the AP poll, everybody's picked Michigan, Ohio State in the top three, not the top four, in the top three. And there's a couple of writers, including the one, I believe, the one in Texas. And my guy at Texas A&M, they've got Georgia as the number 3 spot.
I've seen that
Ohio State and Michigan swapping
a couple of times.
So if let's look at Michigan's first 4 games, because isn't what's his name suspended for how many games? Do we know?
4
games. So Michigan plays Fresno State. Who's the second one? UNLV, Bowling Green, and Rutgers.
Yep.
Cakewalk.
They're all home games.
They're cakewalk.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so conspiracy theory, real quick. If we're going to suspend our coach, let's have a cakewalk and let's suspend him the first 4 home games. That way he could still be upstairs in front of a monitor and with a headset on, telling those guys what they want anyway.
Hey, hot take though. Real talk. Real talk.
Hot take.
I mean, the likelihood of them being 4-0 is like 95%. Sure. But that ECU game, that'd be the one I think that'd catch them slipping.
ECU scores a lot of points.
Who?
ECU, they were competitive last year with a lot of big scores.
Scored a lot of points.
Mm-hmm.
We took the over on them almost all year.
Yeah.
It's ECU. Okay, I thought that was Fresno State. No, I'm sorry. You're right. ECU.
No, you're good. Yeah. But if Michigan gets caught slipping in those first 4 games, it'll be ECU.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think they do, but I think
yeah, I don't think they do either. But if they do, it'll be that game.
I mean, because either way you slice it.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
In the Big 12, Michigan's got a good Big 10. Michigan's got a good Big 10 defense.
Yeah.
They don't have a good Big 12, Pac-12.
Hey, look at us all
SEC.
on the same page again.
Yeah, this is no fun. Because of what look at what TCU did to these fucks. So I don't think they're ready for the big time. But they've got a good
curveball in a second.
They've got a good Big 10 defense. What'd you say, Donnie?
I said I'm gonna throw you a curveball in a second. Don't worry.
Go ahead.
Ohio State's not that good.
Thank you. Holy fuck, me and Donnie are on the same page.
They lost CJ Stroud, and that's going to be big.
Yeah.
At the moment, they're still having a quarterback controversy.
Yep.
And you don't need it this late. You need somebody to step up.
Okay, so let me ask you this, both of y'all. Donnie just said a quarterback controversy. I mean, I consider that to be a good problem at a school like that. They've got 2 guys that the one that doesn't start can go start anywhere else. The one that doesn't start for Ohio State can go start anywhere else. So
still a bad problem. You need somebody to be the leader going in, not game 1, game 2, figuring it out.
Well, okay, so they've got.
You're going to contend for a national. Well, let me rephrase that.
Okay,
if you're going to contend for a national championship,
right,
and be the number 1 team,
right.
Another reason Alabama is struggling right now, they don't have that guy that steps up and says, "Hey, I'm the man."
Okay, so let me throw this curveball at you, Don, and you can step in whenever you want, Triston. It's a problem to have if you're looking for a national championship. You need a leader right now going in. I agree,
Yep.
But let's look at their schedule. They've got Indiana to start with. Then they have, is that Yale? Game 2?
Probably Youngstown.
Oh, Youngstown. Okay, same shit. And then who's the third? I can't read that. WCU.
I can't. It doesn't. No, I don't know who the fuck that is, but it's probably a W.
Yeah, it's like Western Kentucky. That's who it is.
Yeah.
Iowa, Youngstown, Western Kentucky before they go to Notre Dame.
That's the game they get caught.
So Donnie, I think they've got 3 weeks to figure it out. I think they can get away with a 2-headed monster for 3 weeks.
Okay,
go to Notre Dame with it set. All right, it's this guy now.
All right, you go to Notre Dame and it's this guy now, and you're down 17-7 at halftime.
Right.
Do you think that there's some confidence issues?
Well, I mean, you never know because you're not going to be put in that position before that anyway.
Yeah, but
what's the difference?
But let's say that you bounce quarterbacks for a couple of games, right. And now we've seen it so many times throughout history, and the team goes into a place and they get down. Now it's worked out a few times. Alabama with Tua and shit, I can't think of his name.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, it's worked out a few times, but overall, that does not work out well.
Can I interject?
Okay, but that Notre Dame. Go ahead, Tristan.
No, I was just gonna say. I mean, I do agree that I think Ohio State's gonna have a down year because of the quarterback situation, but I think it is also important to highlight Marvin Harrison Jr. Who if they can figure out the quarterback spot, Marvin Harrison Jr. will probably be a Heisman runner.
Right.
He's a junior this year, right?
I think so, yeah. Like he's going to be a top 5 pick in the NFL draft next year.
He comes out.
Yeah, he's a fucking animal.
So yeah, getting back to this real quick. Okay, so let's say they do pick somebody. This is my starter. Let's go play Indiana. They wax their ass, then they wax Youngstown, and then they wax Western Kentucky. Now they're down 17-12 at halftime to Notre Dame. The kid's never been in the position. What's the difference between him?
Oh, it's not the kid. It's the fans.
Every week he's up by 30 going into the halftime. Now he's down. So what's the difference?
Whoa, he's not up by 30. You said that we're having low scoring this year.
Okay, he's up by 20. What's the difference?
Okay, that's better.
I mean, what's the difference? You tell me. How?
I mean, if we're talking about low scoring,
in my 20 years of coaching, when I sit there and I go, all right, we're beating everybody, we're comfortable going into halftime. Now all of a sudden we're losing. Well, if we've never been in that position, we've never been in that position.
Yeah,
I've never put you in that position.
But I think the doubt creeps in on the fans. It creeps in on the quarterback. It creeps in on the coach. I mean, heck, you're a coach. I'm not. You ever been in that situation where you're like, maybe I ought to put the other guy in and see if I can get a spark?
Of course. All the time. Y'all
are gonna laugh at me.
We coach that every practice, every game. There's somebody right behind you ready to take your shit if you're not.
All right, let me hear it, Tristan. We're gonna laugh. I want to laugh.
You might not laugh. I don't know. This might be well received. I got them losing a minimum of 3 games this year.
3? That's what I had.
I got them losing. I got them losing to Notre Dame.
Okay.
I got them losing to Penn State, and I got them losing to Michigan again.
Boom. That's my 3.
Okay.
And then Michigan State is kind of questionable.
I think Michigan is far and away better than Ohio State this year.
I agree. I think with the return of McCarthy, isn't that the quarterback for Michigan?
Yeah.
Yep.
That just makes them all that much better.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to say this. I'm going to let y'all go. I like what y'all said. I mean, the Notre Dame, Penn State, what did you say? Oh, Michigan State, right?
Notre Dame, Penn State, Michigan, and then Michigan State's like maybe.
Okay. Oh, there they are. Okay. Oh, and that's back to back, right? Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah.
No, that's at the end.
Here's the thing. I think
these
Michigan
guys don't.
is the best
These guys
team
don't.
in the.
Hold on, let Coach go.
These guys don't change their stripes. Here's my thing, and I know it's you know, my college level was a Division III level, but being at 4 different high school levels of football, it was true in everything. These guys don't change their stripes overnight. Yeah, there might be a letdown, like Alabama last year, where they accidentally lost 2 games or whatever. But you just don't all of a sudden lose 3, 4, 5 ball games because you're missing a quarterback or because of this or that. I don't. I just think we're nailing it on the head. You know, the top
Clemson,
teams.
Trevor Lawrence.
Huh?
Sure you do. Clemson, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, but Clemson wasn't a year in year out thing. They were a 5-year fluke. That's a whole nother. We'll get to them here in a minute. I don't believe
That's
in.
my point. I
don't believe in that.
Stroud,
Ohio State has been in here for decades. Michigan is a decade
CJ
thing.
kept them in last year. Let's be serious. Let's be serious. CJ kept them in last year.
Okay, that's fine. But what I'm saying is these teams, these top schools, just like Texas, Oklahoma, we think now they're amazing because they got Ark Manning. Ark's not even playing.
Yeah, I'm not.
What's going to change? What's going to change with them? Nothing changed with them.
Yeah.
Nothing changed with us with A&M. They're like, we're number 2 in recruiting for the 5th year in a row. We'll be lucky to go 7-5.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. You're not gonna change your fucking stripes. Yeah. Do I think those are possible losses with Ohio State? Of course. But these teams somehow end up getting it fucking done year in and year out. Now, I do agree with y'all. I think Michigan is stronger than Ohio State this year.
Hey, look, Coach, we're getting that fucking parity this year.
one thing about it. Yes.
We're getting that motherfucking parity back in college football this year.
Everybody's paired except for the SEC. The SEC is far and away better than everybody.
And I do, and I still do. This isn't. I mean, I'm not throwing this out there as a joke or a fluke or anything, but dude, you take 2 drives per game per team. That's 4 drives. That's 21 points for some team. In some games, that's 28 points. I think there are going to be some unders. I don't think there's going to be, you're not going. I don't think we're going to see a 60 to 65 game or score as often as we did. I mean, are there still going to be overs? Of course, but I just think the clock's going to have a lot to do with it. And I think the coaches that are smart are going to use the shit out of it. They will use the shit out of that. I know I would have. I was also offense coordinator. I was up 2 touchdowns. I'd milk that shit. Then let's go to the house.
Yeah, let's run some sweeps. Let's run some.
Fine, let's run some traps right down the middle. Let's not even get close to the sideline and get out of bounds. Let's just run it right down the middle. All right, who else do we got? We got Ohio State and Michigan. We're good there. I'm a big Penn State fan, guys.
I'm with you on that. I like Penn State.
You like
Penn
it?
State, Michigan State, top 4 teams.
Sparty, man. I love Sparty. I love that.
Tom Izzo.
Yes. Huge. Yes, man. I mean, that really, who's the row your boat guy over there in Minnesota? The bald dude. There's a lot of parity in the Big Ten. I don't like them because I don't like Yankees, but they pair up well together. It's a lot of fun to watch those guys. Rutgers might have an upset here or there.
It's a lot of offense besides Iowa. They fucking hammer them bitches on defense. I'm
gonna say this once and only once, until the bastard comes back on the podcast. Tony Capo said, "Watch out for whiskey, man. They've got some firepower that people don't know about. They're going to sneak up on some people. He really likes whiskey. As a top three team in that conference. So fuck, I mean,
Tony's wrong. It's fine.
I'm ready to watch Nebraska go 2-12 or whatever the fuck they're gonna do. I hope Matt Rule never wins another football game the rest of his life.
Yeah, that Nebraska's like I said, number 3 most bet on the unders for future.
Fucking Matt Rule's the biggest fucking cornball I've ever watched coach football in my life.
I think it's Nebraska, Cincinnati, and gosh, I can't remember the other one.
You know,
right,
guys, real quick, unless Michigan loses to Ohio State, they might go undefeated.
I know, bro.
I'm looking at the schedule, brother. They play Sparty right after Indiana, and after Sparty, it's a bye week.
I have them undefeated.
Jeez, I hate to say that because you know who's a huge freaking Michigan fan, but
who?
That's going to be interesting. McFly over there, in the other Discord. Anyway.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be interesting.
All right, ACC time.
ACC. All right, let's go to the 40-year powerhouse that is Clemson or Dabo. Whatever.
They're favored to win the division at like plus 140. No, plus 120, and Florida State is behind them at plus 120. Oh wait, plus 140, something like that. But I don't think either of them win it. So that's.
I think it's Florida State.
No.
Maybe North Carolina.
Yup. Dude, North Carolina at plus 1,000 to win that division conference is crazy.
Yeah, it's a good.
They have one of the best quarterbacks in the entire in all of college football. And they're plus 1,000 to win their conference. That doesn't make sense.
Well, the problem is, didn't they lose some defense?
Well, that's the problem. They didn't play defense last year either. But they're like ECU. They fucking score 70, but still lose by like 2.
Yeah, they're gonna have to score. And with the changes, that's not the best thing.
What's the change? I've heard this. I don't even know what it is.
The clock doesn't stop.
What?
Yeah.
If on first downs, the clock doesn't stop.
Oh, like the NFL.
Like the NFL, yeah. Unless it's the last 2 minutes of the first half and the last 2 minutes of the game.
That's
the only.
Hey, welcome to fucking real football.
Yeah, but it's huge.
Yeah, you like that, didn't you?
Jesus. Welcome to real football.
Because you got time to you had time to make a big strike down the field, go down. You didn't lose a lot of time.
Right.
And you could, take your time and run another play. Now you have to,
That'd get some of these kids, well, I don't know what the word would be, but ready for NFL football though in a way.
No, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Dude, how do y'all love this North Carolina team as much as I do?
I love them motherfuckers, dude. You gonna come? Let's go to a game.
There's something exciting about this North Carolina schedule for me.
Yo. Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, they go to Clemson. Yeah, they should get waxed at Clemson. They should, because Dabo, he's the biggest cartoon character around.
Yep.
But other than that, bud, South Carolina? No, no.
They're 4-0 to start the year right off the bat,
and then they bye week.
Then they got Syracuse 5-0, Miami 6-0, Virginia. That could be a toss up. Depends.
They're at home. We're good. Yep,
6.
Go to Georgia Tech.
Georgia. No, it's here.
Okay.
No, you're right. I mean, they don't play fucking any competition. Who is that between Duke and Georgia Tech? Some fucking cupcake school?
I don't know, but yeah, the Mules or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they'll fucking wax them 70-0. Then, you always got to watch out for the I-85 fucking rivalry, Duke. But, they should fucking wax them. Oh my God, North Carolina's going to go undefeated, boys.
No, they're
Well,
losing to Florida State.
Clemson should beat them, but
I think
dude,
Florida State beats them.
They don't play
they
Florida
don't play
State.
Florida
They
State.
play in the conference, don't they? The title.
I mean, they would play them then, yeah,
in
sure.
the
But
conference championship.
we're just looking at regular schedule.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I mean they're a one-loss team.
I have Florida State and North Carolina in the championship. And Florida State beating them.
Dude, North Carolina might end the year in the top 5. That's fucking crazy. Dude, actually, as a matter of fact, looking at this North Carolina schedule, dude, if they somehow manage to beat Clemson, which I think I think they're overrated this year anyway.
Okay.
I think, dude, North Carolina might make the playoff.
No. Come
bold.
Let's
bold.
Now you're
bold.
Crazy. Stop smoking crack.
Hey, but check this out. And this is as a bettor. You guys are gonna love this. As a bettor, Wake Forest, could be 4-0 going to Clemson after Wake Forest's bye week. They should be 4-0 going into Clemson.
They are the 5th most bet team on the under at 5.5 games.
I'm scared for them though because of they lost
lost
Sam Hartman, their starting quarterback.
Yeah, they are the 5th most bet on unders at 5.5. I think it's 5.5. It's either 5.5 or 6.5.
Dude, they got Elon, Vanderbilt, ODU, and Georgia Tech to open.
They could lose to Vanderbilt.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
He said, "Damn."
I would give the one loss to Georgia Tech, but.
All right, boys. I got to go pick up my kids. I'm sorry I can't stay for longer. I wanted to wrap it up, but
good.
No, we're good. We're good. It's good. It's
right,
good.
boys.
It's good.
Go
Adios. Oh, man, I don't know, Tristan. I think this is going to be interesting here.
I do. Drake May is the truth, bro. Drake May is the truth.
Now I know Tony, Chase, Twisted. You guys are listening in here. Who's the other guy?
Perry.
Coop. Yeah, Perry.
Perry the platypus.
You other guys, hey, listen. Now we're just winging this. We don't look very deep into these other conferences like the ACC and the Big Ten, the Pac. But you guys that do like it, get in the Discord. Let us know what you think. Especially
Matter of fact,
you guys.
I'm gonna need, if our Discord boys made it this fucking far in this video, y'all listen to me right now. Show us some love and comment on this video, because get us some comments going on over here, bro.
Yeah. I mean, give us who do you think wins the conference? Who do you think plays in the conference championship? Who are the top 3 teams in the conference?
Who you? Well, we need to finish this one. Who you got in the conference championship for this?
I don't see Clemson, Florida State. I'm gonna say Florida State wins the conference.
Who you got in it total? Both of them. Both teams. Florida State and who?
North Carolina.
I got North Carolina, Florida State too, and we're back, baby.
Wow,
we're back, baby.
Wow, you heard it here first. And Florida State takes it. Man,
no. Oh, I don't agree with you there. I'm the other. We got the same teams in there, but I think NC takes it, baby.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know. This is going to be interesting. Hey, give me your 4 playoff guys. Who's in the playoffs
for everybody?
Yeah. Who's in the playoffs? Who's the top 4?
Georgia.
Yeah.
Michigan.
Yeah.
That's 1 and 2. Dude, I mean, you gotta have a bold one in there, right? You have to.
I've got my 4, and they're all different. They're all different conferences.
North Carolina. You have to let me. Hold on. Let me look real quick for this. Let me look at this real quick. Do you know yours already?
Yeah.
Finn, you go ahead. You go ahead. Let me look.
Okay, I'm going to go with Michigan.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Georgia.
Oh, I think I got mine. Go ahead.
I'm going to go with USC. And I'm going to go with my wild card here.
All right.
My wild card is going to be LSU.
Ooh.
Georgia, LSU, Michigan, and USC.
All right. I got Georgia, Michigan. North Carolina is my wild card. Okay.
Georgia, Michigan.
Georgia, Michigan, North Carolina.
Okay. This isn't March Madness, right? This is football. Okay, go ahead.
I know. But no, I agree with you on USC. I think Caleb Williams is going to be in contention for the Heisman again, and then he might also could cap it off with a natty.
Yeah.
That kid is good. I think the Heisman this year will look something like Drake May from North Carolina, Caleb Williams from USC, and Marvin Harrison Jr. from Ohio State.
Yeah, I think Williams runs away with it.
And then there's the field and whoever the fuck else they put in there.
And I'm sorry for all the Big 12 people. I just don't. Y'all are going to beat up on each other. I think whoever wins the Big 12 is going to have 2, maybe even 3 losses. You know, the winner of the Big 12. I just think they're going to eat each other up. I don't think it's that clear and easy that Texas and Oklahoma runs away with it, and now all of a sudden TCU sucks ass and Kansas sucks, and there's no upsets, and I think that's foolish to think. I think it's going to be very, very competitive. I think the Big Ten is going to be competitive. Clemson, I think, is going to be exciting to watch, and you never know. You never know in the SEC. You never know in the SEC. I think the ACC is going to be fun to watch. Clemson's going to be good. Florida State has something to play. I like Wake, North Carolina. Come on, those teams are fun to watch.
Dude,
they can sneak up on anybody.
I think the ACC might be back to its glory days, baby. They finally got some hitters back in there.
Yeah, we need to calm down on all that stuff, and let's just be excited that we got a shot. This is just. I think we're jumping the gun a little bit, but anyway, guys, thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, we're not charging anybody for this. We're not selling these picks. These are just a couple of idiots telling you what we think is going to go on, and you get an idea of which way we're betting too, and what we're going to do. You can join us on the Discord. You can go to Coaches Call 0. That's our TikTok. We got our Discord on there. Come check us out. Go to YouTube. Coaches Call on Tap. We're going to have all of our podcasts on there. Tristan's going to do some. I'm going to do others, and we're going to keep rolling with this. So make sure you go to YouTube. Like, follow, share, comment. Tell us what you think's going on. We appreciate it. Tristan, you got anything else, buddy?
Nope.
All right, man. Well, until next time, this is your coach in Texas with Tristan in North Carolina. Coaches Call. Come see us on YouTube. We'll see you guys later. Adios.
Deuces.